Welcome back, everyone. 9 o'clock on your Saturday morning. Thanks for getting your weekend started with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. Off to a cloudy start, Lindsay, but definitely going to be looking a lot better today. And you were saying if you're heading out maybe on some errands or anything, got some traffic delays out there.
We do. We just talked about the one on the north side, 465 eastbound at Keystone between there and Allisonville. But we've got some construction on the south side as well, and this is causing some pretty big slowdowns in both directions of 465. This is a look at that mile marker just past I-65. So this is actually looking east. So this stop and go traffic is located in the westbound lanes, but as you can see, we've got construction work going both directions. So really, if you're traveling south side between I-65 and about, let's say Harding Street, you're going to be dealing with a little bit of some slowdown action because of some weekend construction work. So we'll keep you posted on that. Again, probably just plan ahead. Go ahead and map out your route to see what the quickest way to get to your destination is going to be with that construction going on this weekend. Weather-wise, we are starting to clear everything out. Had this cold front move through yesterday. The rain associated with it also gone. We've changed up our wind direction, so now we've got more of this northwesterly wind flow. That's bringing in some much cooler, but also some drier air. So right now, Muncie's running 20 degrees cooler than where we were this time yesterday. Indy's down by 18 degrees, and that puts all of our temperatures right now in the 40s. So definitely probably jacket-worthy weather for most of us. This afternoon, though, we will eventually see that drier air winning out. That will help to clear the sky out for us later today. So we'll see a little sunshine when this is all said and done as we eventually climb back to 64 for a high. Today here in Indy, 65 for our friends down in Shelbyville, 63 in Richmond. And then tomorrow, we're going to see a change up in our wind direction. That's going to help to warm that temperature up a bit as we climb to 68 for a high on Sunday. So certainly tomorrow looking like the pick of the weekend, although both days will be dry. We've got some storms to talk about on the horizon as we get you into Tuesday especially. I've got the latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center and storm timeline in the full forecast.
Just hours ago, the funeral of Pope Francis came to a close. The pontiff's body made its way through the Vatican City to his final resting place in St. Mary Major. He was one of the most well-loved religious leaders of our time, drawing in hundreds who came to share their well wishes. Pope Francis died Monday morning at the age of 88 from a stroke and congestive heart failure just hours after his final public appearance on Easter Sunday. NBC's Jay Gray has more from the service this morning.
A plain wooden coffin atop the steps of St. Peter's Basilica. Gathered at its side, leaders and dignitaries from around the world, including President Trump and First Lady Melania, former President Joe Biden, and his wife Jill. But surely it's those standing, the faithful hundreds of thousands spilling out of the square into the streets, that would have meant the most to Francis, the Pope of the people.
He reminded me of just like being the hands and feet of Christ, of like putting what I believe in action and what I love in action.
The service, much like the man, simple. Wrapped in the ancient rites of the Catholic Church, the Swiss Guard with a final salute, a large white candle, a symbol of the resurrection. Though in the end, as Francis requested, a break from that tradition. His coffin ushered from St. Peter's along a 4-mile route through the heart of Rome at a walking pace, hundreds of thousands lining the streets. The Pope's final journey shared with his people. Ending at the Basilica of Mary Major, the steps lined with those he championed throughout his life, the poor, the disenfranchised, his final resting place, next to his favorite icon of the Virgin Mother.
He asked that tomb should be simple and with essential things. And for that reason, the tomb is not big, great piece of art, but very essential and very simple.
Marking the life of Francisco, a humble servant and shepherd. Jay Gray, NBC News, the Vatican.
President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky met before the funeral mass. They talked for about 15 minutes and agreed to continue talking. It comes as the Trump administration officials say Ukraine and Russia are close to reaching a deal. Now, we have much more online about the Pope's service, as well as what comes next for the conclave tasked with choosing the next Pope. That's all where you can find more at WTHR.com. Well, hundreds of people back here at home walked with a purpose last night, despite the rain, for a community peace walk over at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Take a listen.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now, this is all part of the National Youth Violence Prevention Week. In just the past few weeks, Indianapolis has seen multiple teens shot or involved in shootings. Michael Eddington is a mentor with the nonprofit New Boy. He says that he's tired of seeing people die, especially kids, and he hopes now that this event is just a start, but he knows the work doesn't stop here.
Gun violence is kind of a multifaceted problem. So I don't think there's one simple solution or one simple fix to a problem such as gun violence. Gun violence has no boundaries. It doesn't respect money, class, or anything like that. It may not be your child. It could be your neighbor's child. It could be a friend's child. It could just be a child you don't know. But I think that all children deserve to grow old.
Now, 15 different organizations set up tables over at Martin Luther King Jr. Park to offer resources, promoting safe summers and safe havens for young people. The group Hoosiers Concerned About Gun Violence will be hosting a Marion County Youth Leadership Workshop on the gun violence prevention over at Butler University in June. Of course, we have more information for that on our website at WTHR.com. This morning, we're now getting new insights into the efforts to fix problems over at the U.S. Postal Service Distribution Center right here in downtown Indy. We've been following this story for months now about complaints about delays and lost packages. Mail was sometimes backed up for weeks or months during the holidays. Now, Congressman Jefferson Shreve says he has toured this hub after lawmakers push for answers. So new photos show more organization inside the warehouses. Congressman Shreve's office says that a USPS presentation showed the transition to a larger hub combined with winter weather caused those massive delays we saw during the holidays. A rep for the Postal Service Union says progress is happening, or despite progress happening, staffing shortages and management challenges could still resurface when things get busy. We are gearing up for the IU Health's 500 Festival Mini Marathon, which, by the way, is just now a week away from today. And we know volunteers, as well as the 500 Festival Princesses, will be getting things ready. And our Anna Chalker is live at the warehouse where it's all going to be happening. As we know, the final preps are being made before the volunteers arrive, Anna.
They are, Matthew. They are filling everyone's bags ready to go. Everything's inside of them. All the bags in front of me. They will soon have a new home in a couple of hours as we get ready to welcome these volunteers, get ready for the best month of the year, one of the best weekends for the Mini Marathon. And here we have one of our 500 Festival Princesses, Anastasia. Good morning. First time doing all this. I mean, how are you feeling?
I mean, excited. This is just such a wonderful opportunity to give back to the community and to be part of the month of May. It's just insane. And I feel so fortunate to be able to be in this position, giving back to the community.
And we know 1,200 volunteers for this weekend. I mean, how does it feel getting to work alongside them for one of the biggest weekends here in our city?
I mean, again, like I said, I'm so incredibly thankful. We certainly would not be able to do this without our volunteers. Just 2,000 volunteers between the Mini Marathon and today's distribution center, our volunteer day. So insane and incredibly grateful because we certainly wouldn't be able to do it without the impact of the community and their involvement.
For sure. And like we've been talking earlier, you know people that are going to be in this race. I mean, like you said, the importance of volunteers just being able to be at this event to cheer on people like your friends.
100%. Yes, I know multiple people participating in the Mini or volunteering, and I can't wait to cheer them on next weekend for those running and also just being involved in the community and handing out those waters when they need it most coming into the last final stretch.
For sure. Hey, thank you so much. You got a long day ahead. We'll get her to it. So we've got a lot coming up at 9:30. We'll be showing you more of this. It's like a drive-through type situation. Volunteers will be lining up here soon. Everything.
All right, our Anna Chalker reporting live for us. We'll see you soon, Anna. And we have once again teamed up with the Salvation Army to collect coats for kids in need this winter. So you can drop off any new or gently used coats at any Classic Cleaners locations right now. Last year, 13 News helped collect more than 1,000 coats in the spring. So for details or on how you can donate, you can head to WTHR.com/coats.